So, quite a few box office experts are apparently trying to solve the mystery of why Spider Man No Way Home made so much money. How could it have happened? There's a lot of reasons why this movie made a ton of money. The biggest one, in my opinion, is the fact that Spider Man is the most popular superhero, Western superhero. Okay, he's bigger than Batman, and I know there's a lot of Batman fans out there. He's the second biggest superhero. Spider-Man is number one, though. I'm sorry. It's just pretty undeniable to me. It's kind of just always been this way. He's the most relatable hero. Okay? That's his biggest draw. He's a relatable guy to a lot of people. And also, because he's so big, a lot of people are going to come see this movie, but there's other factors too. One, this movie, I mean, it looked like a ton of fun. You're bringing on 3 franchises. The idea of, having this big Spider-Man fest by bringing back a lot of really old characters and kind of not just wrapping up the MCU trilogy, but the original trilogy with Tobey Maguire and bringing back Andrew Garfield. Word of mouth is also going to give this movie a lot of legs because the people that didn't see it last weekend, they're going to go see it this coming weekend. I promise you that. And probably the weekend after that as well. This movie is going to have legs, and I'm really interested to seeing how far it goes because it could probably maybe even hit 2 billion. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll kind of slow down and cross the $1 billion finish line for sure, but it's going to make a lot of money. But it's not just Spider-Man. I think the fact that this movie doesn't have any woke propaganda, like this movie has really no agenda. It's just a good time. It's giving customers and fans what they want, which is a good, entertaining movie. We haven't really had a movie like this since Ghostbusters, and then earlier this year, we also had Kong versus Godzilla, which was a fun, dumb time. But this movie is... So those movies are big, but Spider-Man's more relevant, I want to say, other than like Ghostbusters and Kong versus Godzilla. This movie has universal appeal because this is a franchise that, it had a little bit of revival with the MCU. The Garfield stuff kind of hurt it a little bit, though he got redeemed in this movie. But the lack of woke shit in this movie definitely helps it. People are sick of this shit. And I think this movie will help people realize, or companies realize, hey, maybe we're doing something wrong. But it's just funny to watch these people try to figure out why this movie did so good. And it's like, well, you give fans what they want. You don't throw in any stupid messaging. People will turn out to the theaters. So, that's the good thing here. No woke marketing either, by the way. Until now, Tom Holland's been running around saying some stupid shit, which I don't know if he's trying to get ahead of any kind of crybabies or anything. But I guess he's running around saying that Spider-Man needs to be more diverse and something different than Peter Parker. Well, we luckily have that. It's called Into the Spider-Verse, which is a great movie. And we're also going to get Into the Spider-Verse 2. I would imagine that's going to come out this year. And that movie's probably going to do very well. I hope it's good. The first one was really good. I would rather them just do just a Miles movie instead of another Spider-Verse movie. But it is what it is. But he runs around saying it means something different. It needs to be something different other than Peter Parker. Now, I don't know when he said this. This is from Bounding in Comics yesterday. But, I mean, we already have that, Tom. So, I don't know why you're running around trying to be dumb. No one's paying attention. I think he's just trying to virtue signal because that's the thing to do. We have him doing it again. This is a more recent one. Tom Holland is taking a break from acting. Says maybe it's time for a Spider-Woman. First off, I believe Sony's already making this movie. Okay, so don't worry, Tom. That's going to happen too. Here's the thing. Like, I wish that they would do Mayday Parker. I mean, you could do it with Kristen Dunst, and you could do it with Tobey Maguire, and you could do that movie. Now, it'd be Spider-Girl, which is a 90s comic book run, by the way, that was really good. It was an alternate future where Mary Jane and Peter Parker are married, and they have a daughter, and she discovers she has powers, and then discovers that he's Spider-Man, and he kind of mentors her while she takes up the mantle. It was a good comic run. Could do that. That would make a lot of money. But, they're not going to do that movie. First off, Toby probably doesn't want to do it. And I don't know. Maybe you could do it with Andrew Garfield. He's kind of too young, though. Toby's the right age. But anyway, I got one final thing of goofiness. And that's that apparently Spider-Man No Way Home is the antidote to the superhero genre's propaganda problem. Few movies have been as essential as this one is espousing some model of restorative justice. So apparently it is now woke. It's a woke movie now because it doesn't glorify police. And, the reason I would say that this doesn't glorify them is because where's the time to do it? There's no time to do friendly neighborhood Spider-Man stuff in this movie. And in fact, they didn't even have cops in this movie. They had damage control in this movie. Because, well, they were fighting superheroes. But they were still police. They didn't glorify them, that's true. They were represented as assholes the entire movie. But it's just funny what they're going to grab onto. And see, the whole article is like, oh, Batman teams up with the Gotham PD. Superman's origins and wartime propaganda. I'm not going to go into this article. I just found this funny. Desperate to find a way to make this movie woke, they now say, well, it's because Spider-Man finally doesn't work with the police. And don't worry, since he was listening to the police scanner at the end of the movie, I would imagine that that's going to change in the next one. Where do you fit anything of this shit in? Wait till they do the Miles Morales movie, because they're leaning on this his dad was a cop thing, which, by the way, wasn't in the comics. His dad was like a SHIELD agent. So I guess that's a cop, but, I'm just saying. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to Yellow Flash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.